Keeping with the finest traditions of the Gulf and generally with that part of the world in which I spent most of my adult life. So thank you very much for coming. We have here what I believe will be an exciting and very informative program for you today. We were very fortunate to have brought together today a panel of 5 of the most distinguished experts on the complex but important subject of Sharia-compliant financial structures and policies, something that is 1,400 years old and very, very new in this country. A little bit of an introduction for us. As many of you are aware, the U.S. Qatar Business Council is a not-for-profit trade association, only organization in this country devoted exclusively to the enhancement of U.S.-Qatar relationships. Part of our advertising, we represent those several dozen U.S. and Qatari firms who we think lead the pack. The inspiration for this important event came as a result of lessons learned from our bread and butter operation, which is basically assisting American and Qatari firms in doing business with one another. Over the last year or so, we have discovered that Islamic finance issues have become a steadily more important element in that process. I can honestly say that the lack of knowledge about Islamic financing on the part of American business significantly inhibits and discourages the development of otherwise potentially lucrative deals. Thus, we concluded that we could make an important contribution to our members and to the larger business and financial community by organizing this forum. I would like to give special thanks to and recognition to our partners in this project, our partners in crime. The Arab Bankers Association of North America, ABANA, is the first. Like the U.S. Qatar Business Council, ABANA is a not-for-profit professional association. It draws a membership from the financial services industry in the Arab world in North America. ABANA fosters improved relations, information sharing, and understanding between the Arab and American public and private financial sectors. They've been invaluable to the U.S. QBC in New York. Today we have an opportunity to return the favor. Mr. Nagy Kolta, Managing Director, a member of the Board, and Executive Vice President of Abu Dhabi International Bank will speak to you in a few moments. The National Council on U.S.-Arab Relations was founded in 1983, our second co-conspirator. It's an American non-profit, non-governmental educational organization dedicated to improving American knowledge and understanding of the Arab world. Dr. John Duke Anthony, who I'm told is on the way and should be here shortly, is a very dear friend from slightly longer ago than I care to remember, frankly, and one of America's leading advocates for close ties between the U.S. and the Arab world. Finally, I have to call special attention and gratitude to our hosts, the George Washington University Law School, who so graciously and enthusiastically gave us this wonderful venue. Look around, I was mind-boggling when I walked in, the John Jacobs Burns Moot Courtroom. More importantly, George Washington just completed yesterday, or not completed, I was corrected, is in the midst of a 3-day panel on Islamic law and finance with its sister schools at Georgetown and American University. They've assembled literally hundreds of scholars and experts for a conference on a subject so important to what we do here. I want to give special thanks to my friend and colleague, Associate Dean Susan Karamanian of the law school, who responded to my request for assistance in the time it took to type yes into her BlackBerry. Without more ado, I would like to introduce Dean Karamanian. I was going to sit up there like a judge, but there's another seat.
Thank you very much, Patrick, and it's an honor to welcome each of you here today to our law school and to be able to co-host this forum with the U.S. Qatar Business Council and the Arab Bankers Association of North America and with the National Council on U.S.-Arab Relations. As Patrick indicated, I'm Susan Karamanian, the Associate Dean for International and Comparative Legal Studies here at the law school. And this is the oldest law school in our nation's capital. And we have a very distinguished group of alumni and faculty who have been working in the field of Islamic law and in the area of finance and in particular area of Middle East. And we are just honored to be able to host you today. As you just heard, there is a major congress going on in the Capitol as we speak It is not just solely devoted to Islamic finance. We had a wonderful panel yesterday afternoon that Professor Vogel spoke on dealing with Islamic finance, but it is the International Academy of Comparative Law, and scholars from around the world are here to talk about issues regarding finance, human rights, constitutional law, and the like. So today is their day of sightseeing, and so the building is free, and we're delighted to be able to have you here today. My personal interest in this is I have been working in the Middle East with the Gulf, in the Gulf countries over the last 6 to 7 years, working with the law faculties, particularly in Qatar and in the Emirates, to help build capacity in the field of commercial law. And secondly, at the law school here, we realized that we have had a bit of a gap in the curriculum in the area of Islamic finance. And so this year we launched our first course in Islamic finance, and we're delighted that our graduate, Ayman Khalik, who is a lawyer at Vincent & Elkins, a partner at the firm in Dubai, is able to come over and teach to our students a condensed course over a 2-week period on Islamic finance. And it's taught not so much from the theoretical perspective, but from the transactional perspective. And our students have been able as well to be able to get some positions in the Gulf, to be able to start working in this area. We see this as absolutely essential to building a cadre of lawyers who have the capacity to deal with the highly sophisticated issues that arise. Now, enough for telling about our school and what we're up to. Let me just finally say welcome to our home. We have a very open facility. As you can see, our doors are open. There are a number of people who come through the building at any given time. And I hope in the future you're able, when you're in Washington or if you're in the Foggy Bottom area, feel free to come by and say hello to us. We have a very exciting community here, a very active community, and we welcome you. Enjoy your day here. I will be seeing you as well over the noon hour, and have a very good forum. So thank you.